Hello dear student, I am Munagra Vimal. Here we are going to take mathematics of standard 9, and in mathematics of standard 9 we are going to take chapter number 2, polynomials, and here it is part 4 of it. Here we are going to study division of polynomials, that how can we use division rules for polynomial, and how can we divide polynomial by a polynomial. So first, we before understanding division of polynomial, first we do division of numbers. We use division rule for number, as you know. So first we divide 15 by 6. We divide here 15 by 6. This you can also do. So if you want to divide 15 by 6, so we put here 15 and we divide it by 6. So 6 2s are 12, then we subtract 12 from 15, then remaining part is 3. Remaining number is 3. Here we know that we do division of this number up to till we get a smaller number than our divisor. We continue this process till we get a smaller remainder than our divisor. So here we know that 3 is less than 6. So we stop our process here. So now here we can see that, or we know that here dividend is 15, our divisor is 6, and our quotient is 2, and remainder is 3, as we know that. Now if you want to write 15, so we can also write it as we multiply 6 by 2, so we get 12. 6 by 2, and we get 12, and we add plus 3, that is equal to 15. So if we want to write after dividing 15 by 6, we want to write 15, then we can also write as 6 into 2 plus 3. So here we can write the given expression as a dividend is equal to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. So it is formula for our division. Now let me understand how can we use division rule for polynomial. We understand it step by step. Now to understand division of polynomial, let me take one example, example number 6, that is divide p of x by q of x. Here p of x is our dividend, and g of x is as our divisor, and p of x and g of x are polynomial. So here p of x is as x plus 3x square minus 1, and our g of x is as 1 plus x. Now we divide p of x by g of x. That how can we divide p of x by g of x? For this solution we follow some steps. So for solution we carry out this process of division by means of the following step. So pay attention here. So our first step is we write dividend p of x and g of x, our divisor g of x, in standard form. First what we do first, that is our dividend p of x and divisor p of x, we write it in a standard form. That is, we arrange the terms in descending order of their degrees. We write in our polynomial that we arrange the terms in descending order of their degrees. So here we write our polynomial in standard form. So our p of x, we first write uh, higher power of term, that here we can see that 3x has a highest power. After then we follow we arrange the terms in descending order, then we put here x and at last constant minus 1. So our we have put it in a standard form as p of x is equal to 3x square plus x minus 1, and g of x here uh, we have write in standard form x g of x is equal to x plus 1. So first we, our first step, that we write our polynomial or our dividend and divisor in standard form. So this is our first step. Now let we go for our second step, that is after writing in standard form, we go for step number 2, that is we divide first term. We divide first term of dividend. What is our dividend? P of x. So here we divide first term of dividend P of x by our first term of divisor g of x. So first we divide first term of dividend by first term of divisor. Now we know that the first term of our dividend is 3x square and first term of divisor is x. So now after dividing 3x square by x, we get 3x square divided by x, that is we get 3x. So it is the first term of our quotient that we divide. If we want to divide, then we follow this step, and first step that we put it in a standard form. Then after doing this, we follow step second step, that is we divide the first term of dividend and by the first term of divisor, that is we divide 3x square by x, and we get 3x as our first term of quotient. So now let me put in our division algorithm. So here we get 3x as a first term of our quotient. So now we we multiply for our, in our step number 3, we multiply the divisor. The divisor, what is our divisor? X plus 1, that is g of x. So we multiply divisor by the first term of our quotient. What we get our first term of quotient, that is 3x, that is 3x. So and after then we subtract this product from our dividend. What is our dividend? P of x, that is 3x square plus x minus 1. So first we multiplied our divisor by first term of quotient, that is x plus 1 multiplied by 3x. If we multiplied x by 3x, that is 3x square and plus 3x. So now we subtract this product from our dividend. So now look at our right side. So here we put it in our division algorithm. So here we have multiplied 3x into our divisor, that we get 3x square plus 3x. So our first term of quotient we have put in quotient, and now we subtract 3x square plus 3x from our dividend. So to subtract our given product from our dividend, we put here opposite sign. Here you can see that the 3x has plus sign, so here we put minus sign, and here 3x has a plus sign, so we put here minus sign. Then this minus sign assume 3x square assume this minus sign, and 3x assume this minus sign. Now you can see that 3x square minus 3x square which is equal to 0. 3x square minus 3x square which is equal to 0. Here plus x, here plus x, here it is minus x. Here it is plus x, here it is minus x. So we do subtraction of these two terms. So subtracting x from 3x, that is 2x, and here 3x has it is 3x is large term, so we put here minus sign, and we put the remaining part of dividend here, that is minus 1. So here you can say see that at last we get remainder minus 2x minus 1, minus 2x minus 1, and now it is our new dividend. We assume it as our new dividend, and we now process on it. So we go for our step number 4. So here our step number 4, that now we have new dividend as minus 2x minus 1. As you can see that here we have new dividend minus 2x minus 1, and our divisor as it is x plus 1. Now we repeat step number 2. What is step number 2? That we divide the first term of our dividend by first term of our divisor. So here uh, first term of dividend is minus 2x, and first term of divisor is x. So here we divide minus 2x by x, and we get minus 2, and it is the second term of our quotient. So we put this term in our quotient, and now in a quotient our new quotient is as 3x minus 2. So let we go for our division. So here in step number 5, now we repeat step number 3. In step number 5, what we do, we repeat step number 3. What? That we multiply x plus 1, that is our divisor, that is our divisor, by minus 2. What we get at last second term of quotient as minus 2. So we multiply x plus 1 with minus 2, and we get minus 2 into x plus 1, as if we multiply minus 2 into x, that is minus 2x, and minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 2. So now we subtract this product, now we subtract this product from our dividend, new dividend. So our new quotient, here we put here minus 2, and we now subtract minus 2x minus 2 from our new dividend, that is minus 2x minus 1. So we put here, as we done, we put here opposite sign, here minus 2x as minus sign, then we put here plus sign, and minus 2, 2, then we put here plus 2. So now now that here why we are changing here sign of 2x and 2 minus 2, because you can see that here minus the first term is minus 2x, and here first term is minus 2x, then we can't do subtraction of this term, so we have to change the sign. So now here 2x, now so here minus 2x has plus sign, and here 2 has plus sign. So here minus 2x, and we subtract plus 2x, then is equal to 0, and here plus minus 1, and here plus 2, that is plus 1. So here you can see that the degree of our remainder is less than the degree of our divisor. So now we stop this process here. So our remainder is plus 1. At last we get the remainder is plus 1. So by step by step we can divide polynomial by a polynomial. So let me repeat our process, that how can we divide. So first what we do, that we in step 1, in step 1 we divide p of x and divisor g of x in standard form. Our dividend p of x and divisor g of x we write in standard form, that is we arrange the terms in the descending order of their degrees. So here we first we put it in standard form, that is p of x is equal to 3x square plus x minus 1 and g of x is equal to x plus 1. Then go for step 2. What we do in step 2, that we divide first term of dividend by first term of divisor. So then we get our first term of quotient, that is we get 3x. In step 3 what we get, uh, first term in quotient we multiply it by our divisor. So we multiply divisor by the first term of quotient, and the product we get, we subtract it from our dividend. So here we have do this, and at last we get remainder as minus 2x minus 1, and it is our dividend. Now step number 4, that we have a new dividend as minus 2x minus 1, and our divisor is x plus 1. And now we repeat step number 2, that is we divide first term of dividend by the first term of divisor, that is then we get the second term of our quotient, and our new quotient will be 3x minus 2. Then we go for our step number 5, that is we repeat step number 3. What is step number 3? That we multiply our new quotient, that is minus 2, with our divisor x plus 1. Then we get and we subtract this product from our quotient, our dividend, new dividend. So here we get at last we get remainder plus 1, that is and we can see that the degree of our remainder is less than degree of our divisor. So we stop our process here. Now if we want to find, so here at last in step number 6 we can see here uh, our quotient is 3x minus 2 and our remainder is plus 1, that is we get. And then we as we first studied that how can we write our division algorithm as a dividend is equal to divisor into quotient and plus remainder, what we get at last. So that is our dividend, that is in polynomial p of x as 3x square plus x minus 1, and divisor is our x plus 1, and quotient is into 3x minus 2 plus remainder is plus 1. So here the first polynomial is our dividend polynomial. Then the second is equal to second is our divisor polynomial, that we then we write as g of x. Then we our about our quotient polynomial, that is q of x, and at last we put our remainder polynomial as r of x. So it is a process of division of polynomial. Now in general, if you want to write this algorithm, then we can say that in general that if p of x and g of x are two polynomials, if p of x and g of x are two polynomial such that degree of p of x is greater than or equal to degree of g of x, and we know that the g of x never be 0, g of x does not equal to 0, then we can find polynomials q of x and r of x such that q of x and r of x such that we can write division algorithm as p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. That we know that p of x is our dividend polynomial, g of x is our divisor polynomial, q of x is our quotient polynomial, and r of x is our remainder polynomial. And we continue this process until we get what we get, that r of x is equal to 0, or the degree of r of x is less than the degree of g of x. That is our the degree of remainder is less than degree of divisor. Then we stop our procedure for division. So it is about our division rule. Now if you want to find only remainder, not we want to go for our this long process to find our remainder, then we go for one another method. If we want to find only a remainder, if we want to go for our the division algorithm, then we follow six steps. But if we want to find only remainder, by dividing p of x by divide p of x. So if you want to find a remainder of polynomial on dividing, p of x is equal to 3x square plus x minus 1 by g of x is equal to x plus 1. So how can we find directly our remainder? So solution of this polynomial, let we find zeros of g of x. First what we do, that we find zeros of polynomials. How can we find zeros of polynomial? And first we always note here that g of x, that is our divisor, always be linear polynomial, then we can process this method. So here you can see that our g of x is a linear polynomial. So now we find 0 of polynomial, linear polynomial g of x. How can we find? That is, we put g of x is equal to 0 and we make it as our polynomial equation. So g of x is equal to 0. Here what is g of x? That is x plus 1 is equal to 0. That is, we get by moving 1 plus 1 in the right side, that will be minus 1. So we get x is equal to minus 1, which is the 0 of our polynomial g of x. What is 0 of any polynomial? That the value of x makes our polynomial equal to 0. That is 0 of our polynomial. So here x is equal to minus 1 is 0 of our polynomial g of x. Now we want to find uh, remainder of our polynomial. So now we replace x by minus 1 in p of x. What we do? That we now replace x by minus 1 in p of x. Then we get, that is, p of minus 1. We have replaced x by minus 1. So wherever we see x, then we replace it by minus 1. So which is equal to 3 into minus 1 square plus minus 1 minus 1. So 3 into 1 minus 1, then we get at last p of minus 1 is equal to 3 minus 2, then it is 1. That is our remainder that we get in algorithm or of division in previous. So it was about how can we do division of polynomial, and how can we find remainder of polynomial. So now let we understand one by one more example. So here given example number 7, divide the polynomial 3x raised to 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 by x minus 1. We divide 3x raised to 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 by x minus 1. Here first we what we do in first step, that we put it in a standard form, but here both polynomials are in standard form. That is the power of all polynomial are in descending order. So let we go for our algorithm. So what we do first, that is our first step, is that is our first step is that we find our first term of coefficient. How we can find our first term of quotient, that is we divide our first term of dividend by first term of divisor. So we get 3x cube and we multiply it with our divisor, that is x minus 1, then we get 3x raised to 4 minus 3x, and we now subtract it from our dividend. So first we put here our first quotient, then we now subtract the product from uh, dividend. So 3x raised to 4 minus 3x cube. Now we change the sign of both the term, then we put here 3x raised to 4 plus, then we put here minus sign, and here 3x cube is has minus sign, then we put here plus sign. Why? To subtract it from our dividend. So now this will equal to 0. Now here minus 4x cube, and here plus 3x cube. So we do subtraction. So extracting 3x cube from 4x cube, we get x cube, and minus 4x cube is last term, then we put here minus sign. So minus x cube, and remaining part we put in remainder. So here we get x minus x cube minus 3x minus 1 is our new dividend. So now again, to find our second term of quotient, we repeat our process, that is first term minus x cube in dividend, and we divide it by our first term of divisor, that is x, then we get minus x square, and then we multiply it with our divisor, then we get minus x cube plus x square, and we subtract it from our new dividend. So we get at last x minus x square minus 3x minus 1. Here you can see that in dividend there is no the term of x square, the term of x square, then we put it as it is. So and we put it at here. Now for our next process, here now again we find our third term of quotient. We continue this process until we get degree of remainder less than degree of divisor. So here again we repeat our process, first term of dividend, and we divide it by divisor, then we get minus x, we multiply minus x with x minus 1, then we get x square minus 1. Now we subtract it from our new dividend, that is x minus x square minus 3x minus 1, and we subtract x minus x square plus x from it. So here we put plus and minus sign. So it will we extract or we subtract x square from minus x square, then it is equal to 0. Now here 3x minus 3x and minus x, so it will be minus 4x and minus 1 as it is we put in dividend. So now our new dividend is minus 4x minus 1. Now you can see that the degree of remainder is equal to our degree of divisor. So now we again repeat our process. So we find fourth term of our quotient. So we divide first term of dividend by first term of divisor. So we get minus 4, and we multiplied minus 4 with our divisor x minus 1, then we get minus 4x plus 4, and we subtract it from our new dividend, and we get at last minus 4 minus 5 as our remainder. So now we can see that the remainder is minus 5, and it has 0 degree, and it has 0 degree, no or we can say that the minus 5 has no degree. So here at last we get the degree of r of x is less than degree of g of x, then we stop our process. So by this method we can divide a polynomial by given polynomial. So and also we can find this, only zero, sorry, only remainder of our polynomial. How can we find the remainder of our polynomial? Yes, we know that our dividend is p of x as a 3x raised to 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1, and g of x, that is equal to x minus 1. So solution of it, that we put g of x is equal to 0, then we get x minus 1 is equal to 0, and at last we get 0 of g of x is equal to 1. Now we replace x by 1 in p of x, then we get what we get, that is p of 1 is equal to 3 into p, 3 into 1 raised to 4 minus 4 into 1 raised to 3 minus 3 into 1 minus 1, then we get 3 minus 4 minus 3 minus 1, and at last p of 1 is equal to minus 5, that is our remainder. So if you want to find only remainder, then we go for this method. Here now given some example for your self practice, that divide p of x by g of x. Here given p of x and g of x, then you can also do, you use both the method, go with our division algorithm, and also find a remainder by direct process.